of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
This is Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome to Rock Springs High School for live coverage of the 4A West Region Basketball Tournament live on the SVI Sports Network. I'm Duke Dance here with you as we have our first game of the boys bracket today, and it's the number 1 seed for the Northwest Quad, the Natrona Mustangs, taking on the number 4 seed from the Southwest. That is the Jackson Broncs. The Broncs come into this game with an overall record of 1-19 overall, 1-5 inside of Southwest Quad play. Broncs have been averaging 43 points per game, 15th in the 4A classification, while allowing 60 points per game, 12th in 4A. On the flip side, the Natrona Mustangs, they come in with an overall record of 11-9 and 4-2 inside the Northwest. This season, Natrona has averaged 51.6 points per game, 10th in 4A, while allowing 50.2 points per game. That is 4th defensively in the 4A class. Jackson will be the designated road team of this one, so it's the Broncs in their road blacks and white, while Natrona will be in their home whites with the orange and black trim and numbers for the Mustangs. This is the first game of the boys bracket today. Winner will advance to a 6:45 tip-off time in the semifinal tomorrow to take on either Evanston or Rock Springs. And that game will take place right after this one, the Evanston-Rock Springs game. Loser of this game will play the loser of that next game, and that one will tip off at the same time about 12:15 tomorrow. But first, this one, Jackson and Natrona County. Again, the Mustangs will be in white while the Broncs will be in black. Opening round of the 4A West. Win 2 games to qualify for the state tournament. Lose 2 and you're out. Fisher will step center court. Ball's in the air. Deep tip won by the Broncs. And Jackson has opening possession. Welcome those listening on our simulcast on Jackson Hole Radio in Teton County as well, as Jackson works around the perimeter with the opening possession of the game. Left side, faking the 3. No shot. Chapman up top for the Broncs. McKinney works left to Baltes. Hesitates, drives, kick out. Larson, 3. Good. Aaron Larson, the 3 ball to open up the game. And a 45-second first possession, it's 3-0, Jackson on top. Natrona has it on the end. Coleman drives, pull up, no, but a foul. And early on, Josiah Coleman will go to the Riverside, to the free throw line, and he'll have 2 shots. First foul called of the game goes against Jackson, their first team foul. They get Noah McKinney with the foul, his first personal, of course. Free throw away, and no good, missed it. Josiah Coleman will have another attempt here, 7:04 on the clock. Shoot, score. Got it to go. Coleman puts Natrona on the board. Mustangs trail 3-1. Bronx with the basketball. Larson in the backcourt. Defense is with him the entire way. That's Paddock on the defense. Ball movement down to the left side corner now for the Bronx. Larson up top. Bronx are patient again on this possession. Fake. Baltes to McKinney. He has the top of the key. Pivoting. Right side to Baltes. Wants to drive. Stopped at the free throw line. Back outside again to Geitman. Jackson around the perimeter playing pitch and catch. Looking for it inside, but nothing going down low. Continuing to work the perimeter. Here's Larson again. Pivoting, in trouble. Outlets to the right side to McKinney. He's on the wing, back to the backboard. Feeds to the left to Geitman. Now back to McKinney. 3, no. Rebounded by Coleman. Natrona basketball. Coleman hesitates, drives, kick out. 3, Hagar, no. Rebound for Jackson. Geitman on the board for the Bronx and then poked out from behind off of Natrona. Bronx will have the ball inbounding far sideline in the backcourt. Clock at 5:56 to go in the first period. Bronx leading the Mustangs by a score of 3-1. McKinney across the half court for Jackson. Works to Larson. Step back, feed to Geitman, left side wing. Natrona staying in the man-to-man defense. Kick, corner, right side, Larson. Good again. Too early for Larson. The lead now at 5 to favor the Bronx, 6-1. Natrona on the other end. Angle drive, stopped. Kick out baseline. Coleman, double team, puts up the shot, bounces on the rim and rolls over for 2. Makes it 6-3. 5:10 to go in the first. Larson at the half court. Work to Wetzel. He'll stop on the Rock Springs paw before a pass to Baltes. Clock at 5 minutes to play in the opening period. 1 team foul on Jackson, none on Natrona. Bronx on the left post. Kick out to McKinney. No shot on the left wing. Hands off to Wetzel. Defense stays with him as the clock hits 4:45 to go in the first. Ball poked loose, but Wetzel collects behind his back. Wants to attack on the angle, can't. Feed to Baltes. Corner 3 right, no good. Rebounded by Hagar. Natrona Mustangs on the run. Lost his footing, falls down, but with a foul. They're going to get Jackson on the whistle. Clock stopped at 4:34 to play in the first period. Whistle goes against Jackson's Noah McKinney, his second personal. The Mustangs on the outside, trailing Jackson 6-3 in Rock Springs. Clock down to 4:20 in the first period. Dribble drive for Hoffman, lost it but fouled. It's a foul on the floor, and 3 team fouls now on Jackson. And all 3 of them on McKinney. McKinney has to come out, and he picks up those 3 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game, so he'll probably sit until the third period now. Jackson remains on defense. Coleman collects the pass up top. And off right, ball blocked in the lane by Jackson, out front to Larson, but corralled by Hagar. He loses it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Jackson on their end. 4:09 to go in the first period. Bronx with the ball and the lead. 6-3. Jackson will inbound with a lob up top. Larson collects. Paddock on him defensively. Hoffman on the right, it's rather Geitman on the right, hands off to Baltes. Now Hoffman at center court. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening period. Hoffman up high. Looks for a screen, but can't get there. In trouble, pivoting, 4 count. Just got the pass away in time. Baltes finds a seam, drives the angle, dumps it off down low at the last second, but Geitman not ready for it. Geitman was getting set to rebound. Baltes tries to drop it off to him, and it's out of bounds. 3:35 to go in the first period, 6-3. Jackson with the lead and on defense as Natrona comes across the timeline. Set up the offense. Pass around the arc. Looking for some help. Here's a 3. Hagar, good. Tanner Hagar, the triple. Ties the game at 6. 3 minutes remain. Still first period. Johnson double teamed across the timeline. In trouble, he gets fouled. No, a jump ball call. So Gavin Paddock tied things up. I apologize about not having number 5 for Natrona. He's not on my roster. He's also not in the program roster. So here's a feed down low to Garrett Paddock for Natrona. And he gives the Mustangs their first lead, up 8-6 now after trailing 6-1. A 7-0 Natrona run. 2:40 to play in the first. 3 team fouls on Jackson, none on Natrona. Mustangs on defense. Brock's try to attack, but there's the first foul. We'll get Garrett Cox on the foul for the Mustangs. Baltes will inbound for the Bronx. He's on the side. Lob down low, poked out by Natrona. It's going to stay with Jackson on their baseline. Baltes will inbound. 2-point Natrona lead. Work to the outside with the clock down to 2:30 to play in the first. Backing down the defense, turn, flip, no good, but a foul. And that's going to put Jackson to the free throw line. Palmer Wetzel will take the 2 shots after backing down the defense and the hook shot in the lane. Clock will stop at 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Second team foul called on Natrona. First personal given to number 5. And Wetzel will miss the first free throw. He'll have another. Got the second, did Wetzel. Makes it a 1-point game, 8-7. Natrona on top with the ball. Cross to Coleman, tries to split the D, dribble off his foot out of bounds, but off of Jackson. It will stay with Natrona on their end. Mustangs will inbound on the baseline. Hagar will toss it. Inbound to the left post, shot off the square is missed. Rebounded by Jackson. Bronx basketball. Stolen away by Natrona. Potter drives, kick, up and around the arc, up top, back down to Potter, turn around, in and good. Rogan Potter for 2. Mustangs on a run now, a 9-0 run. They lead it by 3. 1:40 to play in the first period. Jackson with the basketball on the other end, trying to end the run. They do with a 3-shot. No, missed it inside rim. Rebounded by Coleman. Mustang basketball on the other side. Minute 28 to play in the first period. Chance for the Mustangs to add as Potter drives, Euros, dumps to Coleman. He goes in strong but missed it. It was a great pass, but Coleman couldn't hit it. Bronx on the board. Baltes across the half court, sets the offense with a minute 10 to go before the end of 1. Mustangs lead by 3, 10-7. Wetzel spins, drives the lane, left it short, got his own rebound. Lost the ball down low. Bodies go down to get it. We'll have a jump ball call. Arrow favors Jackson. They'll keep it. Natrona flips the arrow with 59 seconds remaining in the opening period. Jackson basketball. Baltes will inbound baseline. 59 seconds remaining in the first. Wetzel has the ball stolen by Rogers on the inbound. Out in front to Cox, lays it in, right hand, right side. In transition after the steal from Rogers. Rogers on the assist as well, 47 seconds. Ball almost stolen and not stolen, but out of bounds. Coach Elliott saying he was pushed out. Officials don't agree, and it's going to be Natrona basketball on their baseline.
Oh, we got a timeout. No, what's going on?
44 seconds. I think Natrona thought there was a timeout called, but it turns out there was not a timeout called. So we resume play here with 44 seconds remaining in the first period. Natrona on an 11-0 run right now. Inbound play almost stolen by Jackson, knocked out of bounds off the Bronx. It was Jesse Larson who knocked the ball out. Natrona on the inbound up top, 40 seconds remaining in the first period. 11-0 run for the Mustangs, trying to add to it. Outside left side wing is Cox. Now up top. Kick out back to Cox. Left wing threes away off the mark, almost banked in, but no. Rebounded by Jackson. Wetzel on the board. 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Jackson attacks. Shot left short, no good. Fight for the rebound. Bronx have it. Jesse Larson up top. Clock at 14 seconds. Wetzel working against Cox. Has a screen. Defense stays with him. 7-6. Loose ball picked up by Larson. Back to the backboard. Kick out. Three away. No good. Rebounded by Natrona as the buzzer sounds. And the Mustangs end the period on an 11-0 run, and they lead at 12-7 after one on the SBI Sports Network.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching live coverage of Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
4A West Region Basketball Tournament in Rock Springs. First game of the boys bracket between Natrona and Jackson. NC with the lead right now, leading at 12-7 over the Bronx. It is going to be Mustang basketball to open up the second period of play, and the clock is ticking with the Mustangs working the outside. Screen set, dump off to the screen man Olsen. Three no good down the barrel, and the rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Jackson, stays with Natrona. They'll inbound in front of the Bronx bench. Clock is rolling now after the inbound at 7:43 to play the second period. Mustangs on the outside. Potter works left. Back to Potter. Shot fake. Down low on the baseline is Paddock. Potter up top and swinging around the outside. Driving is Hagar. Lays it up in the rim, at the rim. No good. Got his own rebound. Shot fake, goes up and fouled. Couple misses by Hagar, but he's able to recollect the ball and draw some contact, and he'll go to the line. 2 shots. Foul was given to Jackson's Will Geitman, his first personal, first team foul of the second period. Jackson led at 1.7-1 after the free throw's good. They now trail 13-7. Appreciate Silver Star, serving the communications industry since 1912 with customers in western Wyoming, including the Jackson community. Find Silver Star online at silverstar.com. Proud to support this 4A West Region tournament, and one of the reasons we can broadcast for free, thanks to Silver Star. Free to view. Find them at silverstar.com. Second free throw, no good. Natrona goes down to get the rebound and a travel call. It was Gavin Paddock who went down to get it, ripped the ball away, but as he's laying on the court, he rolls. So that is a travel. 13-7, it's now a 12-0 run favoring Natrona. Jackson with the basketball. Big move by Wetzel to get across the timeline. Now he's double teamed, in trouble. Steps through the double team. Lobs it to the left side into the corner. Geitman in the lane. Kick out. Extra pass around the arc. Under 7 to go in the second period. Geitman again. Back to the backboard. Now on the left side wing with a pass to Hoffman. Hands off to Wetzel. Drives the lane. Dumps it off down in the lane. No good. Geitman was given the ball down low. His shot no good, but he is fouled, and that puts Geitman to the free throw line. 2 shots. And he'll have a chance from the charity stripe to end this 12-0 Natrona run right now. He does with the free throw. Makes it 13-8 now. Foul was given to Orrin Williams of Natrona, his first personal, first team. Jackson also with 1 team foul, as the second free throw is also good. 13-9, back down to a 4-point game. Mustang basketball. Working the perimeter. Hagar fakes the 3, drives the wing to the rim. No good. Ball tipped. Coleman recollects. No good on the putback. Has another rebound. He goes up and the ball stripped away by Baltes. Jackson basketball stripping Coleman. Wetzel to Baltes across half court. Double team. Bounce pass right side corner. Bronx with the ball. Now down by just 4. Hesitate. Drive. Wetzel travels. Put up the jumper, but it's good, but they wave it off. 6:13 to go in the second. And it remains 13-9. Natrona with the ball and the lead. Potter up top. Work left side, Gavin Paddock. Hagar, baseline jumper, off the mark, no good. Rebound to the Bronx. Hoffman on the board. 5:54 to play, second period. Bronx trailing by 4 with the basketball, 13-9. Gavin Paddock up top, works to the left side. Coleman, it's Baltes. Aaron Larson up high to Wetzel. Across half court. Wetzel has a screen. Can't make anything of it. Back to Wetzel, 3, good. Palmer Wetzel, the triple. It's a 1-point game now, 13-12. Behind the back pass, Coleman, jumper, good. What a pass by Potter, who was in the air, spinning. Dumps it off behind him to Coleman, who pulled up the jumper for 2 mid-range. 15-12. Jackson on the other end now. Trailing by 3. Stolen by Coleman. Out in front to Paddock. Missed it on the layup in transition. Rebounded by Jackson. Bronx basketball. Hoffman across the timeline. Makes a move. Drives the lane. Finger roll in the paint. No, but a foul. 2 bodies hit the deck. Both of them pop up. And to the free throw line goes Ethan Hoffman for the Bronx. Clock stopped at 4:41 to play in the second. And so far, Jackson giving Natrona all the Mustangs can handle. They trail by just 3. Free throw is away. No good, though. Hoffman will miss it. Foul was given to Orrin Williams of Natrona, his second personal. 2 team fouls also on the Mustangs, 1 on Jackson. 4:41 to go in the second period. Good. Ethan Hoffman from the line makes it a 2-point game, 15-13. 4.5 to go in the second. Turnaround jumper, Potter, good. Potter missed early games of the season, but he's back, and you see why. 17-13, 4:20 to play before halftime. Jackson basketball, trailing by 4. Weaving around the perimeter, a couple high screens set. With it up top is Hoffman. Ethan makes a move. Halfway down the post, puts up a tough shot, leaned into it, no good, but has a rebound. Kick back out, Geitman on the board, kick back outside to Larson, but he can't hit the 3. Rebounded by Coleman of Natrona. Mustang basketball the other way. Potter on the left wing under 4 minutes before halftime. Fake a 3, dribble drive, kick to Coleman. Potter, baseline, shot fake, reverse layup and in. Potter for 2 more, his 6th of the game. And it was a 1-point game a moment ago, but now a 5-0 Natrona run. And the Mustangs lead by 6, 19-13, 3.5 to go. Timeout taken by Coach Elliott of Jackson. Will take the timeout as well. Full timeout. Bronx trailing the Mustangs 19-13 on the SVI Sports Network.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand and fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
That feeling you get when you realize your realtor not only sold your property, but saved you thousands of dollars at closing. Yeah, Assist to Sell the Realty team understands. Call Ashley Cranny or Mandy Jack today for a free market analysis. Assist to Sell the Realty team knows that buying and selling in our current market is expensive. Their full service assistance will save you thousands on your next real estate transaction. Call Mandy Jack or Ashley Cranny today to find out how.
This is the SVI Sports Network with live coverage of Braves basketball.
Not the Braves right now. They're coming up later. Instead, we do have live coverage of Jackson Natrona in the first game of the boys bracket of the 4A West. Coming out of the Jackson timeout. Bronx with the ball, trailing by 6, 19-13. Bronx working around the outside perimeter offensively. It's been a game of runs, the largest being for Natrona. I believe it was a 12-0 run. Jackson cut it back, and now Natrona's extended again to 6-point lead. Bronx around the perimeter with 3:03 to go before halftime. 1 team foul on Jackson, 2 on Natrona. Turnaround jumper in the lane, no good. Potter on the rebound for Natrona, wants to run. Goes out in front to Garrett Paddock, and the shot is up, good, but they wave it off. A charge call on Garrett Paddock. There to draw the charge was Ethan Hoffman for the Bronx. The shot was in, but they take the points off the board on the charge. Offensive, 2:52 to play in the second. First personal foul on Paddock. 3 team fouls on Natrona, 1 on Jackson. 2:50 to go before halftime. Bronx still trail by 6. There's an angle drive stop by Larson. Kick out to Baltes. 3's away, no good. Coleman on the rebound. He wants to run. Coleman has it poked away from behind. Loose ball picked up by Jackson, but a travel call. Just an unfortunate one for Ethan Hoffman. He went down to get the ball, and momentum made him slide across the court. That's the travel. 2 minutes, 34 seconds before halftime. Jackson trailing 19-13 against Natrona. Mustangs work the perimeter on the inbound play with the ball. Potter pulls up the jumper. Good. It's hard to handle. He has 8. And the lead up to 9. Up to 8, rather. 21-13. Baltes on the other end. Dribbles in the lane. Dumps it off down low. Ball tipped, but picked up by Jackson. Geitman with it. He tries to bounce it down the lane, and it's stolen away by Coleman. Natrona basketball. Out in front is Rogers. He'll stop, back to Coleman. Looks for an outlet, finds Paddock, feeds to Potter. Fakes the shot, drives in to the rim, dumps it off at the last second to Turnbull, and he's blocked at the rim. Geitman has it. No good. Jackson basketball, minute 48 to play in the second period. Still 3 team fouls on Natrona, 1 on Jackson. Bronx on the perimeter. Dribble drive, kick out. Ball swatted, stolen by Paddock. One-on-one on the other end, leans into it, no, but a foul. That will put Garrett Paddock to the Riverside Dental free throw line. And he'll have one shot with the clock stopped at 1 minute 36 seconds before halftime. Natrona leading at 21-13 as the free throw is no good. That foul was given to Jackson's Palmer Wetzel, his first personal. One more to come from the stripe for Paddock. He'll send it away, and off the back iron, no good. Tip rebound goes back to Paddock. He'll hook it up, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Potter in the lane. Dribble, pulled up jumper, no good. Rebounded to Jackson this time. Balti's on the board. He's double teamed on the side, in trouble, can't get around, and he falls out of bounds and loses possession back to Natrona. 1 minute, 19 seconds before halftime. Natrona still leading now, 21-13, the 8-point advantage for the Mustangs. Potter collects the inbound. Works left, deep three, Hagar, no good. Coleman on the catch and shoot rebound and the foul. He elevated for the rebound and shot it before coming back down, and then he's fouled on the shot as well. To the line for the and one, Josiah Coleman. That's his 7th point. Chance to make it 8. Clock will stop at 1:09. Foul given to Jackson's Palmer Wetzel, his 2nd. 3 team fouls on Jackson, 3 on Natrona. Coleman looks, shoots, scores. He has 8. He and Potter both with 8. 4 in the Mustangs, 1:06 to play before halftime. Jackson basketball now trailing by their largest deficit of the game, 9 points. Larson right side wing. Couple dribbles, pass left. Geitman can't get off the shot. Clock rolls to 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Balti's up top, no shot. Wetzel wants to make a move to the rim. Good. Nicely done by Palmer Wetzel, 2 points. Lead down to 7, 24-15. 9 rather. 24-15. Here's Coleman. Jumper on the low block. No, but a foul. Stop the clock at 23.6 seconds remaining. 4th team foul on Jackson. They give that foul to Balti's, his first personal. Natrona inbounds baseline. 23 before half. Paddock up top. Right side corner, Hagar 3, missed it. Rebounded by Paddock, dribble, shot, good. Board and a bucket for Garrett Paddock, and 2. Makes it now an 11-point Natrona lead, 26-15. Jackson with 8 seconds, ball poked away. Back the other way comes the Mustangs. Dump to Coleman and he slams it down. A transition dunk with 1 second remaining. Coleman goes to the locker room with 10 points and a 2-hand flush before time expires. 28-15, a 13-point Natrona advantage over Jackson. Halftime on SVI Sports from the 4A West Tournament.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personal. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
Intramurals are always fun in my opinion.
I really like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers, they're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state, you don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
And now, back to the game with your local voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dow Erickson.
4A West Region Basketball Tournament from Rock Springs High School, and at the half in the first game of the boys bracket, the Jackson Broncs trailed the Natrona Mustangs by a score of 28-15. Live coverage on SVI and being simulcast for this game on Jackson Hole Radio as well. 28-15 your score. Natrona up on top. It was a 7-1 start to favor Jackson. The Broncs had two quick threes that went down for Aaron Larson, and they jumped out on top 7-1. But ever since then, it's been Natrona with Jackson trying to play catch up. The Mustangs putting up that 28-15 point differential. Josiah Coleman leading all scorers on the game right now with 10 points at the half. Right behind him, Potter with 8 points on the game for the Mustangs. Leading scorer for the Broncs right now, tied at 6 with Aaron Larson and Palmer Wetzel, both sitting at 6 points apiece for the Jackson Broncs. Looking at the brackets for the game today after this one is Evanston Rock Springs. They will play at a scheduled tip-off time at 1:45 this afternoon. Winner of this game plays the winner of that game in the semis tomorrow. 6:45 tip-off time for the semis tomorrow in that one. Loser of this game between Natrona and Jackson plays the loser of that game between Evanston and Rock Springs. That will tip off at 12:15 tomorrow in that consolation semi. Bottom half of the boys bracket tonight, Kelly Walsh and Riverton at 6:45, and then Star Valley and Green River, the nightcap, at 8:15 tonight. That's a check of what's happening on the boys bracket side with halftime coverage. 28-15 Natrona on top of Jackson at the half. Halftime presented by the Bank of Star Valley, one of our great sponsors who are pulling together to make this broadcast free to view for you. Thank you to the Bank of Star Valley for sponsoring our live coverage all tournament long on SVI Sports. And you can watch it absolutely free at SVInews.com with your local broadcast partners. Thanks to, in part, the Bank of Star Valley, your community bank. Learn more at BOSV.com. Another break here, back in 3 minutes. Start of the second half next on the SVI Sports Network.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand and fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
Let's go back to the gym for live coverage of Braves basketball with Duke and Dow on the SVI Sports Network.
4A West Region Basketball Tournament today in Rock Springs. It will continue Friday and Saturday. First game of the boys bracket right now with Natrona and Jackson. And coming out of the locker rooms, Natrona with the lead, 28-15. It will be Jackson basketball to open up the second half of play. Again, looking at the bracket, the winner of this game will take on the winner of our next game, which is between Evanston and Rock Springs. The semifinals with the two winners will be at 6:45 tomorrow evening. Loser will play in a consolation final as consolation semi and the elimination game at 12:15. Win two games, you go to state. Lose two, you're out. Jackson basketball. Larson in trouble, being guarded by Potter. Has to get rid of it and does to Wetzel. Wetzel steps center court. Makes a move, crosses over, tries to go down low on the wing. Angle drive, spin, couldn't go up for the shot, kicks out to Larson. He'll drive in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Coleman of Rock Springs. Potter on the run. Coleman of Natrona. Potter on the run, kick out, shot no good for three, but a foul. They're going to get Noah McKinney of Jackson on the foul as Tanner Hagar was knocked down on the three-point shot. The shot did not drop, but we are going to see 3 from the free throw line for Tanner Hagar of Natrona. Mustangs leading at 28-15. First free throw is no good. Appreciate Silver Star. One of the reasons you can watch the 4A West Region Tournament free of charge is thanks to Silver Star, serving the communications industry since 1912 with customers in Western Wyoming and Idaho. That is Silver Star. Learn more at silverstar.com. Second free throw is good. Drops in for Hagar. He'll have another. One team foul early on Jackson, none on Natrona. It's a 14-point advantage for the Mustangs. Hagar's third free throw is good. Got 2 out of 3. Makes it 31-15, or 30-15 rather. Jackson basketball. Trailing by 15. Hesitate, drive, off the square and in. Nice move by Palmer Wetzel. Dribble down low, put the ball on his hip, lean into it, and scored off the glass. 7 minutes remain in the third period. Mustangs swing around the arc. Lob to Coleman. He couldn't get up there, though. Tried the alley-oop from Coleman coming in baseline. He got his fingers on it out of bounds. Couldn't quite elevate. Goes back to Jackson, 6:55 to play in the third period. Bronx inbound against the press being put on by the Mustangs. They trap at the half court. Still behind the timeline. Wetzel breaks the trap and hands off to Aaron Larson. Larson in the front court. Works to the right side to Baltes. Back to Larson. Couple dribbles, step back. Defense is on him. Larson is forced to give up the ball to Geitman. Jackson still working around the perimeter. Now Larson again, can't attack on the angle. Back outside, ball tipped, loose, stolen by Potter. One-on-one on the other end. Fakes the pass behind him, goes to the rim and lays it in. Pretty move by Potter off the steal and score. In transition, faked the backwards pass just to get enough separation to lean that in. And then Larson goes in and knocked out, swatted out on the block by Coleman. Stays with Jackson on their end. That was a big block by Coleman down low. Garrett Paddock subs into the game for the Mustangs. Taze Turnbull will have a seat. 6:03 to play in the third period. Right now it's 23-17. Ball tipped on the inbound, but collected by Larson. Jackson has it. Bronx work around the perimeter. Right side wing. Screen play, the defense switches. Back up to Larson. Wetzel, 3. Back rim and on top of the backboard. Almost came down and in though, but no good. Potter lets it goes out of bounds. It will be Natrona basketball. 6 minutes remaining in the third period. 32-17. Mustangs with the basketball and the lead. One foul called on Jackson in the period, none on Natrona. Shot fake, second shot fake. Go to Coleman, drives, puts it up, was going for the dunk but couldn't. Lost the ball, rebound comes down to Natrona. Here's a 3 left side, no good. Hagar missed it, but rebounded by Coleman, and there's the putback. A board and a bucket for Josiah. He's well into double figures. 14 points, 5:28 remaining in the third. 34-17. Jackson trailing with the basketball. Larson looks for a screen, has it. Defense rolls underneath to stay with him. Larson in trouble on the side. Pivoting, and a timeout taken by Jackson to keep possession there. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Elliott and the Bronx. 34-17 Mustangs on the SBI Sports Network. That feeling you get when you realize your realtor not only sold your property, but saved you thousands of dollars at closing. Yeah, Assist to Sell the Realty team understands. Call Ashley Cranny or Mandy Jack today for a free market analysis. Assist to Sell the Realty team knows that buying and selling in our current market is expensive, Their full service assistance will save you thousands on your next real estate transaction. Call Mandy Jack or Ashley Cranny today to find out how.
Here on the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the Jackson timeout, it is Bronx basketball. 5:07 to play in the third period. Bronx go to the right side wing, kick out, fake the corner three, but a travel. Tyler Chapman maybe have the shot, but too much hesitation. It will travel and turns it back over. Natrona basketball back the other way. Just under 5 minutes remains in the third period. Mustangs doubling up the Bronx right now. Coleman, low baseline or low post, kick out, shot fake, drive, and a whip shot. Good. Tanner Hagar, hang time for two. 4:38 to play in the third period. It's now 36-17, largest lead of the game for the Mustangs. 19-point difference. Shot missed on the Jackson side by Wetzel. Natrona on the other end. Back to Paddock down low. He lays it in left hand. It's a 21-point Mustang lead over the Jackson Bronx, 38-17. 4:15 to go in the third period. Jackson across the timeline. Trapped in the corner. Potter working against Johnson. He's in trouble, and a 5-second closely guarded call. It was Larson, rather. Aaron Larson couldn't get away from Potter. He was caught in the corner. And he'll have to sub out of the game, and that's a turnover. Natrona with the ball right back. 3:59 to play in the third. Mustangs lead at 38-17. Natrona, the 1 seed out of the Northwest quad, went 4-2 inside of quad play this year. Now they take a 3 ball off the front cylinder, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Bronx basketball. Trying to find something going here, trailing 38-17. Hesitation, and now across the timeline with Wetzel. Left side Key. Kick out up top, now right side Key. Perimeter ball movement to Chapman. Drives, lost the ball. Picked it up and recollects. Here's a 3, kick out, no, but a foul. This will go against Carter Cox of Natrona and put Ethan Hoffman to the free throw line for 3 attempts. .322 to play in the third period, and the free throw is good. 2 more to go. You can watch this game free of charge through SVInews.com, thanks in part to the Bank of Star Valley. Watch your money grow with a Bank of Star Valley CD, your community bank where your neighbors are the owners. Learn more at BOSV.com. Second free throw also good. 1 more to go. 3:22 to play in the third period. Natrona leading at 38-19. Second free throw miss. Coleman on the rebound for the Mustangs. Natrona basketball back the other way. 1 team foul each. 3:13 remains in the third. Cox shot fake. Kick out to Rogers. Nothing. Now left to Potter is no good, but then a rebound and a bucket there. 40-19. Mustangs by 21. Behind the back dribble for Wetzel to cross the timeline. And Wetzel, offensive foul, wrapped his arm around the defender. That will be an offensive call. That is going to be the 3rd personal on Wetzel. Stops the clock at 2:49. Natrona with the ball back, leading at 40-19. Mustangs, Rogers, long 2, good. Rattled in on the right side wing. Hills on the 3-point line. Largest lead of the game now at 23 to favor the Mustangs. 3 ball on the left side corner for the Bronx. Good! Dropped in by Ethan Hoffman, the triple, to make it a 20-point difference, 42-22. 2:20 remains in the third. Potter hesitates, drives, missed it, rebounded. Second one goes in. Board off his own miss, and it's in for 2. 44-22 in favor of the Mustangs. 2:07 to go. Ball moving around the outside. Here's a kick out, left side, no good. Rebounded though by Jackson, and then a foul on Natrona. Tyler Chapman had the rebound. He gets tripped up and fouled. Will be the second personal foul given to Garrett Paddock of Natrona, second team foul. Minute 55 to go in the third period. A whistle and Jackson turns it over. 5-second violation, can't get it in on time. Mustangs will now have it with a minute 55 to go in the third and a 22-point lead for Natrona in the opening round of the boys bracket. 44-22, two team fouls apiece. Three ball, Rogers left wing, good. Splash in the net. 47-22, Mustangs on top. Jackson across the timeline, flick to the left side corner. Chapman collects it. Being covered by Hagar, pivots around. Ball loose on the court, down to get it. We'll have a jump ball call. Arrow favors Natrona. Mustangs will have the ball. Clock stopped at a minute 26 remaining in the third period. Mustangs up 47-22 with possession of the basketball. Here's a dump down low ball, ricocheted and tipped, stolen by Jackson. Chapman comes up with the loose ball. Jesse Larson back to Chapman. Now Larson again has a screen, defense stays with him. Bounce up top, hesitate and drive, and a wave off the shot, a foul on the floor before the shot with a minute 3 remaining in the third period. Third team foul given to the Mustangs with 1:03 remaining. First personal foul on Tanner Hagar. 25-point lead for Natrona. Jackson will again not get it in on time. Another 5-second violation against the Bronx, and it's Natrona basketball. 1:03 to play in the third period. 3 team fouls on Natrona, 2 on Jackson. Ball movement with a lob down low to the baseline. Now feed to the lane. Kick to Rogers. Mid-range on the baseline, no good. Rebound to Jackson's Geitman. Ball poked loose and stolen. Taken back by the Mustangs. Shot off the square, missed it. Rebound offensive. Back up, no, but a foul. It was Taze Turnbull who got his own rebound and then fouled on the way back up. Stops the clock at 45 seconds to play in the third period. They give the foul to number 25 of Jackson. That's his first personal, 3 team fouls each. Turnbull on the line for 2 shots. The first is no good. Silver Star, one of our title sponsors, to make live coverage of this game possible on SBI. Free of charge to watch at SBInews.com. Silver Star, an avid supporter of our local communities and student athletes. They're caring for community programs, supports local nonprofit organizations with over $25,000 in donations every year. Learn more at silverstar.com. One more free throw for Turnbull. From the charity stripe, 25-point lead for the Mustangs. Shots away, no good. Ball ricocheted out of bounds off of Natrona. Goes to Jackson. 44.2 seconds to play in the third period. Natrona leads at 47-22. 3 team fouls apiece. Jackson basketball in the backcourt. Poke loose and out of bounds. Rogers knocks it away. Stays with Jackson in the backcourt. 40 seconds remains in the third period. Aaron Larson across the half court, double team, trapped in trouble. Aaron looking for an outlet, splits the D, nicely done. Finds McKinney, top of the key, back to Larson. 23 seconds to play. Now Larson at the free throw line, dumps it off right side. Nothing there. Larson again steps back with 18 seconds. Defense is on him on the perimeter, screen set, spins around the other side, feeds to the corner. Clock down to 10 seconds. Ball stolen by Cox on the other end. One-on-one to the rim. Lays it up and in easy. Steal and score. Carter Cox for 2. And time will expire on the inbound play after 3 periods. Natrona 49, Jackson 22. 4A West on the SBI Sports Network.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
This is the SBI Sports Network with live coverage of the Star Valley Braves.
Braves play later on tonight. Instead, we have the first game of the 4A West Region Tournament between the Mustangs and the Bronx. Natrona and Jackson. Natrona leading it as we open up the 4th period of play. 49-22 the current score. It is Jackson basketball. It'll have the first possession of the period. Bronx right side key. Pivoting is Geitman. No shot for him. Works it over to the left side. Larson, no shot there. Back to Geitman, baseline, lost it, collected, now up the key. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Hagar. Natrona goes to Coleman on the run. Euro rim, good! Coleman for 2 on a pretty Euro step on the angle drive. 7:15 to play in the 4th period, and it's 51-22 Natrona. And there's going to be a foul away from the ball. This will be against Jackson offensively. Gives the ball back to the Mustangs. They give the foul to Noah McKinney, his 5th personal, and Noah has fouled out of the game. He picked up 3 fouls early in the 1st period and has made it all the way to this point in the 4th, but he's done. 5 on Noah. So with 7 minutes remaining in the game, Natrona up 51-22. Coleman to Potter. Into the lane. No shot. Kick out. 3 down the barrel. Good. Dropped in by Tanner Hagar. The triple down the key. Straight on top. A 32-point lead in favor of the Mustangs. Mustangs have a steal. To the rim on the other end. Missed. Rebounded though by Potter. No, it's tipped away loose. Picked up by Jackson. Larson has it, double teamed on the baseline, pulls the ball down low and gets tied up. Jump ball call favors the Mustangs. Natrona will have the ball back. 6:33 remaining in the 4th period. Timeout taken by Jackson. We'll take it with Coach Elliott. Mustangs lead 54-22, 6.5 to go on the SBI Sports Network.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
Intramurals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
And now, back to the game with your local voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dow Erickson.
Coming out of the Jackson called timeout, there's a discussion happening down at the score table between some Jackson coaches and the officials. I think they might be questioning the 5th foul call that knocked Noah McKinney out of the game. So I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember McKinney picking up his 4th. I know he had those 3 early on in the first, but I don't remember him picking up the 4th. That doesn't mean he didn't, but I wonder if that's what's being talked about, whether McKinney only has 4 instead of 5, and they might be discussing where that extra foul came from. As it stands right now, 6:33 to play in the 4th period, 54-22. Natrona County up on top. And that discussion continues to take place down low at the score table. It will be Natrona basketball. 6:33 to play in the 4th period. And discussion continues, and it was, whatever it was resolved without anything changing. So it stays just with Natrona. Ball up top, swinging around the arc. Mustang basketball, Paddock feeds to the right baseline. Turnbull back up to Paddock, but through his legs. Lost it, picked up by Jackson. Bronx on the run, have it poked away in the front court. Out of bounds off the Bronx. And back to the Mustangs. Potter with it across the half-court line for Natrona. Mustangs leading at 54-22. 6 minutes remains in the game. Around the perimeter, Coleman, left side wing. No shot, pass down low on the baseline to Turnbull. Now a jumper on the post, splash for Gavin Paddock. 2 for him to make it 56-22. Lead for Natrona. 5:45 remains in the game. Ball tipped, loose, saved by the Mustangs by Hagar. What a save, and then a follow-up is in. Threw it over his head to Potter. He missed the layup, and then the follow shot was in. The trailer. I don't know how he got that. That was a beautiful save going out of bounds. It flicked it over his head. It ended up being almost a half-court assist. No look. 5:22 to play in the 4th. Now 58-22. Mustangs on top, Jackson with the ball. Bronx down low, kick out, no shot for 3. Top of the key is Chapman. Wants to drive, spin, pull up, fade away in the lane, rattled it down. Chapman gets 2 points. 5 minutes to go in the 4th. Score now 58 for Natrona, 24 for the Bronx. Jackson with 1 team foul, Natrona with none right now. Ball in the key, lost it out of bounds, goes back to Jackson. And Coach Paddock of Natrona will empty his bench. He'll do so with 4 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the 4th period. And a 34-point lead for the Mustangs, up 58-24. Jackson crossed the timeline. Will King on the dribble. Finds Hoffman. Right side wing, feed down low, open look on the baseline, shots missed though. Put back is in, a board and a score for the Bronx. Coach Elliott also going to his bench in this game. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Here's a jumper in the lane, no good. Jackson will have the rebound. The Bronx ball back the other direction. Left side perimeter, Will King, no shot. Ball tipped, loose, picked up by the Mustangs, out in front to Rogers, got behind the backboard, but saved it somehow to Garrett Cox for Carter Cox for 2. Rogers flying out of bounds, saved it to Cox, who scores. 3:48 to play, 4th period. 60-26, another steal for the Mustangs in the front court. Cox weaves through the defense, now stops, now goes down low. Back to the backboard, feed into the lane to Paddock. Shot, bouncing, good with the foul. Bounced on the rim a couple of times and dropped in for 2. That will stop the clock at 3:36 to go in the fourth period and put Garrett Paddock to the free throw line for the and 1. 62-26 right now. Free throw is good, making a three-point play. Foul goes to Will King, his first timeout on the court. We'll take it as well. 30-second timeout. Mustangs up big, 63-26 on SVI.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
Your home for the Braves is here on the SVI Sports Network.
Back after the timeout, it is going to be Jackson basketball with 3:36 to play in the fourth period. Mustangs leading it big down the stretch here. 63-26 is your current score. Mustangs looking to advance to the semifinal round to take on either Evanston or Rock Springs tomorrow. Here's another steal and another score for Natrona. Cox with the steal and score. 65-26, 3:13 to go. Jackson down low, blocked from behind by Paddock. Garrett with the block for the Mustangs. Rogers to the right side, now down low, kick out, no shot. 3 minutes to go in the game and a 39-point Natrona lead. Mustangs at the free throw line. Open look for Rogers, passes on it, drives in, pull up from the left elbow, good. That puts us over the 40-point mark. Running clock the rest of the way, 2:40 to go in the fourth period. 67-26, another steal for the Mustangs, and another shot at the rim, and 2 more are in. Wheels have just fallen off the Bronc bus here in Rock Springs. Everything right for Natrona, another steal and another score. Rogers 2 more. 71-26, 2:18 to go in the fourth period. Jackson across the half court and a foul on Natrona to stop the clock. Cooper Rogers will pick up the whistle. No fouls called in the, actually other than that one. That's the first foul called in the period against Natrona. They give it to Rogers, his first personal as well. And again, running clock situation, so the clock just does not stop now unless there's a timeout taken. 2 minutes remains in the game. 71-26. Natrona another half court still. Paddock shot, no. Fight for the rebound on the court down low. Jackson will come out with it. Will King picks up a loose ball. Broncs have possession with 1:44 to go in the fourth period. And there's going to be a jump ball call at the half court line. Paddock got the ball sandwiched with Will King. Arrow favors Natrona. Clock continues to roll down to 1:26 to go in the game. Natrona will play at 6:45 in the semis tomorrow against either Evanston or Rock Springs. That game coming up next. Loser of this game, Jackson, will play at 12:15 again tomorrow against the loser of Evanston Rock Springs. That's the next game up. Keith Trujillo will have the call for us on SVI for the next game, as we hit 1 minute to go in this one. 71-26. Natrona works the perimeter, now down low, shot no good. Rebound putback no good. Another rebound putback no good. Jackson on the defensive board this time. Both teams have gone into their benches here late in the game, 40 seconds remaining. Broncs with the basketball, trailing 71-26. Left corner 3, good for the Broncs. Dropped it in for the 3-point corner. 25 seconds remaining. That makes the score 71-29. And Natrona will step back. Jackson will let the time expire. And the Mustangs will be able to just dribble out the clock, and that will be your final. Natrona wins at 71-29. So it's Natrona advancing to the semis tomorrow as the 1 seed out of the Northwest. They will play at 6:45 tomorrow evening, and it will be Jackson playing at 12:15 tomorrow afternoon. Evanston Rock Springs will be next for the 4A West Region Tournament on the SBI Sports Network.